Hello everybody! So we're going to be learning a new strategy for addition today. This strategy is called grouping the tens and ones to add. So what that basically means, it's just a fancy way of saying that we're going to put all the tens together and add them up, we're going to put all the ones together and add them up, and then we'll add the groups. Our goal is I can solve addition problems by grouping the tens and ones together. Here we go. So just to review quickly, remember teen numbers can be broken down into tens and ones. Oh, sorry, a 10 and ones. So let's try these together. So for example, we have the number 12 here that we want to break up. So 12 can break up into a 10, and what would the digit or the ones be? 2. Nice job. Another way we can show this, so same numbers, same way of breaking it up, but another way we can do it is by putting it in a place value chart. So here in the middle of my screen is a place value chart. On one side it says tens, on the other side it says ones. We use this to show the different digits that are in the tens and the ones place in numbers. So if I take the same number, 12, how many tens are in 12? There's 1 10. And how many ones are in 12? 2 ones. Notice the difference here is that it says there is a 1 in the tens place because that 1 means 110. But if I look at my number bond over here, I just have the number 10. That's because over here it's the number 10, and over here it's representing 1 tens because it's in the tens place. I can simplify it even a little bit further to look even a little bit different, and that is by taking the same place value chart, but instead of writing out the whole words tens and ones, I have a T for tens and an O for ones, because ones is a tricky word that starts with the letter O. I'm putting this here so you can see it as kind of a preview, because we will be getting to addition and subtraction problems that use place value charts with just a T and an O a little bit later here in the year. So same number, 12. Same way of breaking it down, except for we just have a T for tens, O for ones. How many tens are in 12? There is 1 10 and 2 ones. All right, moving on to the next page. So now, how do I add by grouping the tens and the ones? I want to solve this problem, 12 plus 5, by using our new strategy, grouping the tens and the ones. So here's my first step. I need to break up the teen number. So I'm going to turn 12 into a number bond here, and I'm going to break up that teen number into, remember, it's a 10 and a digit, or 10 and ones. So 12, same number as on the last page, would break up into a 10 and a 2. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Moving on to the next step. Oh, and also, I like to cross off my 12. I always forget to say this step, but I always like to cross off my numbers as I use them, because I have to use each number one time. So I crossed off the 12 because I don't have 12 anymore. Now I have a 10 and a 2. All right, moving on to step number 2, we're going to add the ones. So I have 3 numbers left here, 10, 2, and 5. 2 of these numbers are ones. They only have ones. Which of those 2 numbers, 10, 2, and 5, are only ones? Hopefully you said the 2 and the 5. You can also think of it as adding the digits. 2 and 5 are digits, or they're the ones. 10 is a teen number, remember, instead. So I'm going to, on the side here, add 2 plus 5, and that equals 7. Then I'm going to cross off my 10 and my 2 because I've now used them. Remember, the rule is you have to use every number one time. So I like to keep track by crossing them off. I have 1 number left here, and that is the 10. I have not used it yet. So now I'm going to take my answer from the 1, 7, and add it to the 10. Step number 3 is add on the 10. So I have 7 from my answer. 2 plus 5 equals 7. Plus the 10 that's left over equals 17. So 12 plus 5 equals 17. All right, I know that was a lot of information, so let's try a couple more, just so that we can get our brains to start to remember this pattern, this strategy. So next one is 14 plus 3. So first, step number 1, break up the teen number. So I'm going to draw a little number bond here. break up that 14, it breaks into 10 and 4. I'm going to cross off the 14 because I've already used it one time. I have to use each number one time. Step number 2 is to add the ones or the digits. I have 10, 4, and 3. Which of these numbers are only ones, or which of these numbers are digits? There are 2 of them. I need to add those together. Hopefully you said 4 and 3. So 4 plus 3 equals 7. Then I'm going to cross them off because I've already used them. And I still have this 10 left here at the end. So step number 3 is add on the 10. So I have 7 from the last answer. 4 plus 3 equals 7. Plus the 10. Ooh, that's easy peasy lemon squeezy. Any number plus 10 is easy. 7 plus 10 is 17. So 14 plus 3 is 17. One more example on this page. 11 plus 8. Step number 1, break up the teen number. So I'm going to break up 11 into 10 and 1. Then I cross off the 11 because I've already used it. Step number 2, add the ones or the digits. 10, 1, and 8. Which 2 numbers are my digits or ones? 1 plus 8. Both of those numbers only have ones. They're only a digit. 1 plus 8 equals 9. Then I cross off my 1 and my 8. And then I just have this 10 left on at the end, which is great because 10s are easy peasy lemon squeezy to add on. So I take my answer, 9, add the 10 on. 9 plus 10 is 19. Great job. Okay, I'm going to go on to one last page. I want you to think to yourself, because this is a bonus page, how are you feeling? If you feel good about this strategy that I've been showing you so far, keep watching till the end of the video because I want to show you one more thing. If you're feeling like this is a little tricky so far, you can feel free to stop here. This last part of the video is just going to be a little bonus, a heads up for students that are ready about some of the work that we'll be doing a little bit later in the year. So here's another way I can use this strategy for friends that are ready. I want to do 13 plus 5. Remember my first step from the last page was to break up the teen number. So I'm going to take this 13 and I'm going to put it in my place value chart. I'm going to break up the 10s and the 1s. I can only have one digit in each place. So I know that 13 has 1 10 and 3 1s. Remember, I cannot put a 10 here because that would mean 10 10s. This is not a number bond, it's a place value chart. So this 1 means it has 1 10. All right, so I put 13 in my place value chart. Now I'm actually going to put the second number, the 5, also in my place value chart. I'm going to put it right underneath it. I know that the 5 is 5 1s. It's not 5 10s, it's 5 1s. So I'm going to put it in the 1s place right underneath this 3 here. Then I'm going to add this line. This is my equal sign, and I'm going to add my plus symbol. So basically what I've done is I've taken this problem 13 plus 5, and I've now written it vertically. Vertically means up and down. As we get to a little bit harder chapters this year in first grade, we're going to switch. We're not going to be writing our problems horizontally anymore. We're going to start switching to writing them vertically. This is the big grown-up way of doing math. So I wrote it vertically in my place value chart here. Now I'm going to do just like I did on the last page, and I'm going to start by adding the 1s. If I look at my 1s place here, I can see I have 3 plus 5. So 3 plus 5 is 8. I have 8 1s all together. Then my last step is I'm going to add on the 10. If I look at my 10s place, I'll notice I have 1 10, and then this is like an invisible 0 because there are 0 10s in 5. So 1 10 plus 0 10s is 1 10. So now my answer magically pops up at the end. 13 plus 5 is 18. 1 10 and 8 1s. All right, that's just a little preview for my friends that are ready for it. If your brains are feeling ready, like you understand this strategy. We'll be starting to do this in a later chapter this year. All right, have a great day. You're going to practice some more problems by grouping the 10s and 1s in your workbook today. Bye, guys. Thanks for working hard.